Hello everyone, I'm Latios-Beta, coach of your Montreal Roars. And after a little break, I'm finally back. And what better way to return to the draft scene with uploads than with Season 8 of the Soldu Association. I was a coach in Season 7 in both Latios-Beta Division and Little Cup Division, where in both divisions, I just barely missed out on playoffs, with Latios-Beta being a four-way tie. And in Little Cup, I had won the first 4 games. I was 4-0 to start, and then went 0-4 and finished my season 4-4 and missed out on playoffs, so it was rough. And this season, I am back in both the Latios-Beta Division and the Little Cup Division. So I'm pretty excited. This video will be my Latios-Beta draft analysis. So my Little Cup analysis should come out after. I'm gonna try to maintain an upload schedule of every Wednesday for Latios-Beta. It is upload required, but we were given the option to upload whatever we want between Sunday and Friday. So Latios-Beta will be every Wednesday. That starts the 8th, but technically week 1 will be the 15th. And then for the every Wednesday. And then Little Cup will be every Thursday. So the following day, which means that tomorrow I should have the Little Cup draft analysis out with uploads starting on Thursdays. I hope I can keep that schedule. I hope I can stay committed. So, as always, before getting into it, I will like to give my thanks to Zach Mander, because he's the GOAT. He helped me not just draft my Latios-Beta team, but also my Little Cup team. I mean, that's just what he does. He's my front office. He's my front office. He knows what he's doing more than I do. Always love getting his help. So thanks to him. So now that all that's settled, let's get to the rules. The draft analysis, starting with the rules. You were given 150 point as always, to form a team of 10 to 11 Pokemon. You got 30 points to draft 2 to 3 Terra Captains, as pretty normal. It is high Terra, so Smogon clauses are in effect, and the top 8 teams will make playoffs. Our goal is to make playoffs this year. We're trying to climb from Latios-Beta to Latios Alpha. All right, we're trying to climb up. We want to be back better than ever in Season 9. We were given the 6th overall pick, so I was pretty happy with that. Let's get into the team. So with this 6th overall pick, I was able to draft my main man, the guy that I wanted to pick since the beginning. It might have been a little early as a first round pick, but he was definitely not going to make it to the second, and that is Darkrai. Yep, Darkrai was my pick. I've used it before, and I've loved him. Loved using him. He gets a wide move pool. He's very useful late game. He's more of a late game player. He's not going to come in early. He's going to come in late game and clean up the garbage. That's where he strikes. His main moves are probably going to be Nasty Plot, Dark Pulse, maybe Ice Beam. Going to be running that with either the Choice Scarf or Specs, maybe the Life Orb. I'm very excited to see what great things this can do. Obviously, it's a great special attacker. Fastest Mon is the fastest Mon on my team, 125 speed. That's why having it as Scarfed is great, because it's guaranteed to outspeed anything on the field at base speed level. So that's just it's great. So I'm very happy with this pick. Very, very happy. For my second round pick, I decided to go for my first Terra Captain. So I went with my first Terra Captain, round 2. And honestly, he was very expensive, 20 points. I think tied for the most expensive Terra Captain. And he might be one of the best Terra Captains, but so that's why that 20 points, although it was expensive, I think it was worth it. Because out of that, we get Terra, Iron Moth. There, I think it's kind of slow. But yes, we do get Terra, Iron Moth. That fire poison typing is amazing. Great special attack, as I said before. My computer just black screen. We're back. I don't know if that affected the recording in any way. Hold on. Alright, we should be good. I don't know why my computer black screen, so I kind of got worried, but yeah, we should be fine. So yeah, great Terra Captain. Very, very, very offensive. It does get a Fiery Dance, which means that it has a chance to get +1 boosted special attack, which just makes it a deadly killer. It is very fast, 110 speed. So it's gonna be hard to take this thing down, and honestly, I think Iron Moth could be a serious competitor for MVP this season, but we'll see. Next up, I already had 2 great special attackers. I needed to get a physical attacker. And something I will say about this team is that it's very special. I feel like I should have watched more the special physical, but yeah, this team is very special. But we did grab ourselves a physical attacker next. And it is not the best Ogre Pawn, but it's still a great Ogre Pawn Cornerstone. It does get two ability choices and sturdy and body aspect. Unfortunately, though, we can't use an item on it. I don't think it'll be that great of an issue, but I still would have liked to have an item on it. But whatever, right? What can you do? 120 attack. Finally, it's a good attacker. Gets Ivy Cudgel. Swords Dance. Gets a couple more grass moves. Does get spikes, rocks. Spiky Shield. I can think of that off the top of my head. I have like a script in front of me, but I'm also like just looking these up just because I don't think I wrote enough. But yeah, it does get Throat Chop. Gets a couple fighting moves. Low Kick, I like. Brick Break, I don't mind. Play Rough can be good. It does get Knockoff. Knockoff is good. Is really good. U-Turn even there. So yeah, good move set. Good move pool. And yeah. So for my 4th round pick, I wanted to go with my MVP from IDL Season 2. If you guys remember, my MVP, who I benched in the last 2 games. Maybe that wasn't a great decision. But my MVP was the man himself, Blastoise. Now this thing can be both great offensively and defensively, right? So I used it offensively a lot in IDL because I wasn't too sure on what it was capable of defensively. Like it's got great defenses, 100, 105. It could be both a special attacker and a physical attacker, so that's fine. Looking at its move pool, and does get Rapid Spin. So yeah, that's one good thing. We have our Hazard Remover. It gets Shell Smash, which is where you can pair it with like a Hydro Pump, a Surf. If we're going special, if we're going physical, if we're going physical, Liquidation, Crunch, It does get flip turn. It does get Ice Beam, Earthquake even is good. Dragon Pulse, Dark Pulse even. Protect. And it does get Iron Defense, Body Press. But yeah, the Flash Cannon even. I didn't know I had a Flash Cannon. Interesting. But yeah, it's a great move pool. So I already know a couple things about this guy, so I don't think I'll have much difficulties at all using him. Looking to cook. For my next pick, 5th round, it's my Fairy type. I kind of waited to get this, but I was glad to see it's still available. And that one is, I don't know, did I click the right button? I applied a timer. Okay, that guy I'm on is Clefable. So it is my Fairy Mon. Huge Charm, Magic Bounce, Unaware. We can lead sometimes with Clefable on or lead with someone else, but just switch right away into this thing. If on the other side we have a rocks set, with the Magic Bounce, it's great. It's pretty tanky. 90 special defense, 95 HP. Good special attack. It can be pretty annoying to deal with, right? Because it does get Moon Blast, which is a strong move, but it does get Healing Wish. It gets Wish. It gets both screens. Cosmic Power sometimes annoying. Moonlight can heal itself. Calm Mind. As I said before, it gets Moonblast. It gets Psy Beam. It gets Psychick. Shadow Ball. It does get Rocks. Blizzard even. Thunder. Flamethrower. And we can even run a Power or Meteor Beam with it, which is weird. And one thing I really, really want to try out this season, if I'm even allowed to run this, because I don't know, I need to ask, but if I can, just use Metronome. I think that would make for a good silly battle. Fortunately, I can't play Zachmander with it, because I would have loved to just spam Metronome on him. That would be great. But so yeah, that's a bit about that. Next Mon, a great lead. When it's brought, it's probably going to be a lead, because it's great as a lead, right? It's Sandy Shocks. It hasn't appeared on the screen. Yeah, I said it too quickly, but yeah, it's Sandy Shocks. Photosynthesis, can pair it up with the Booster Energy. Even you can pair it up with Specs, AV sometimes, but when you're going to be a lead, when you're going to use it as a lead, it gets both Spikes, Rocks, it's great special attack, right? 121. Thunderbolt, Volt Switch can be annoying, switch out in and out. Earth Power. Earth Power. It even gets Sunny Day if it wants to boost its photosynthesis without having the booster energy, which I find is good. It does get both screens. Thunder Wave. Power Gem, Thunderbolt, Earth Power, as I said already. Thunder. Yeah, it's great. I'm gonna enjoy using this. Move pool is not as wide as I thought. I thought it was wider than that. It does get Flash Cannon though, so diversity. But yeah, I think Sandy Shock's gonna be a good one. I'm excited. So next up, is my Steel type. I think. Yeah, it is my Steel type. It's very defensive. Right, it is very defensive. I went. It's also a bird. It's Skarmory. One of the main items, you look at that, 140 defense, Iron Defense, Body Press. That thing's gonna go insane. Roost to heal up, Brave Bird. Yeah, it does get swords dance, so we could run an offensive Skarm. But I think like probably one of the best items is of course running Rocky Helmet on this thing because it just tanks. We can run Substitute as well, which would just be annoying. Iron Head, that's probably a good move. Dual Wing Beat, that's interesting. Scale Shot. So yeah, a couple interesting moves. X Scissor, I think can be good. So yeah, that's what Skarmory gets. This is my first time using Skarmory. I've wanted to use it before, but this is only my first time. I'm pretty excited. With my 8th pick, I'm surprised this mon was on the board. I have 20 points left at this point, and I went with a 14-pointer. So I basically spent all my money on an Ice Dragon Kieran. I think that was money well spent. You look at those attacks. It's a mixed attacker, 125 HP, 130 attack and special attack. Our opponent's never gonna know exactly which I'm gonna bring. I could bring 1 week a banded set, a spec set the other, a scarf set, life orb, AV even, and sometimes I can just bring the setup set. Like there's so many options, so many different things you can do with this Kieran. I look at its moveset. Dragon Pulse, Ice Beam, Blizzard, Sheer Cold, Flash Cannon, Shadow Ball, Earth Power, Focus Blast, Draco Meteor, Weather Ball, and that's only its special moves. If we look at its physical moves, it gets Outrage, it gets Aerial Ace, Dragon Tail, Shadow Claw, Zen Headbutt, Body Slam, Dragon Claw, Body Press, Rock Slide, Iron Head, right? Stone Edge, so Icicle Spear. So yeah, it gets a lot of options, which is very, very nice. It's very, very nice. To get this at such a late pick, it was nice to see this still available on the board. Now we're entering our final 2 picks, which were both Terra Captains. The first one being Spidops. Honestly, I just threw the Terra on them just to have like another Terra, extra Terra, just to change up. This obviously Sticky Webs, Circle Throw knockoff. I think it gets, but that there's nothing too special. If it comes, I'm probably gonna run some basic webs sets. It does get Skitter Smack, which is kind of interesting. I don't hate that. Circle Throw. It does get First Impression too, so that can be good. Trailblaze, it can boost speed. U-turn, but yeah. And finally, I went with more of a niche one. Another 3-pointer to spend all my points. Another Terra Captain. It is going to be a normal type Terra Greedent. Yeah, 120 HP. It could tank. 95 attack, 95 defense, so it's very good on the physical side. And even 75 special defense isn't too bad. Moves, actually, that's some pretty good moves. It gets Fire, Thunder, and Ice Fang. Swords Dance, Earthquake, Knockoff, Super Fang. It gets Belly Drum too, so that can be annoying from time to time. I hope it gets Body Press. Yeah, it does. It gets Body Press. I don't know about Iron Defense though. I don't think it gets that. But that's fine. It gets Body Slam too, of course. So, yeah. Definitely some things that we can do with this thing. No doubt about it. And yeah, that's my team. That's the team that I've drafted for for Season 8 of the SDA. I am very, very excited to get on with it. I've already built my week 1 team. I've never been so excited to build in my life. Yeah, I've already built my team. So yeah, I'm just really, really excited. I am facing... actually, I forgot who I'm facing. But yeah, I'm very excited. So, I'll see you guys next Wednesday, July 15th, week 1. Thank you guys for watching. And thanks again to Zach Manor for helping me draft this team. I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.